Throughout War Thunder's history, we've had so many new game modes. We had PvE Air Assault, PvE Tank Assault, PvP Helicopter Battles, and PvE Helicopter Battles. But one of the most popular game modes that has ever been tried in War Thunder is Enduring Confrontation. Currently, Enduring Confrontation is the default setup for air simulator battles, and a realistic version of Enduring Confrontation were touted as events a few years back. Sometimes, Naval Enduring Confrontation is also announced in the form of events for those who wish to grind their ship down. Today, we will examine how tank enduring confrontation would look like and see why it's taking a bit long for us to even try it as an event. Let's look at the premise of enduring conflict. It is essentially an infinite respawn game mode purely dependent on tickets. In Air EC, tickets are drained by killing enemies or completing objectives such as bombing bases, destroying aircraft, and ground vehicles. In Naval EC, the objectives are sinking convoys, destroying ports, and AI bombers on top of destroying other player vehicles. In Air RBEC, there exists a front line of sorts where actions of either team can bend the front line depending on who succeeds in their objectives. All these are converted into rewards by what is called useful action rewards. So in Tank EC, I believe it wouldn't be difficult to come up with objectives for it. Recently, the game tested an asymmetric game mode whose objectives actually destroy emplacements like self-propelled anti-tank guns that existed in older tank PvE modes tested last year. Another feature of enduring conflict or enduring confrontation are spawn points. In Naval EC, to be able to spawn a cruiser or higher, the player must accumulate enough spawn points. In tank enduring confrontation, I believe aircraft would require spawn points. I mean, tank EC has to have aircraft, otherwise SPAA grinding wouldn't be very efficient. Sure, you can kill tanks with SPAA, but the grind won't be as efficient. Though you could suggest that AI aircraft be added for SPAA to grind out, but it wouldn't be very efficient in the end, because AI give out less rewards than player-controlled vehicles. Though the fact that you can bring aircraft into ground battles would make tank EC really painful. Imagine top-tier tank enduring confrontation. A KA-50 just flying treetop, killing everything that spawns. Or in lower battle ratings, the Squadron 262 with the Horten's guns, P-47s, or etc. In naval enduring confrontation, at least the ships had built-in anti-air to shoot down planes with, so a dedicated anti-air player was not really necessary. You have manually aimed and controlled machine guns when it comes to your tank, so you really need SPAAs, and you can't play an MBT and an SPAA at the same time. So it would really help if, at least for tank enduring conflict, aircraft weren't playable. Then we take a look at the maps. What sets EC apart from normal game modes is the map size. EC maps are greatly expanded versions of regular maps to accommodate the objectives and spread the combat out into a really wide area. Naval enduring confrontation didn't need to reinvent the wheel, as they just used the Air RB Saipan map, which is actually an interesting concept. A ground level view of the beloved Air RB map, which we don't often see. For tank enduring confrontation, there aren't really much maps that could work for the intended game mode. There's the unused Sands of Tunisia, but Big Fulda in European provinces 2 cap point setup could work, but the objectives need to be reworked. Instead of 1 or 3 cap points to bleed tickets out, it should be sporadic cap points and static emplacement showing up at random points in the map to promote mobility and prevent camping. Spawn pushing should also be made illegal through the front line system, where the team cannot push the enemy spawn unless they have already captured the front line and pushed it to the enemy spawn, making the entire area leading up to the spawn blocked off until they are pushed. And if you pass by these blocked off areas, your death timer starts ticking, like when you go out of bounds in a map. The thing with tank enduring confrontation is that it's a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it really helps you get your tanks grinded out and condenses your stock syndrome into basically one match. However, it's going to kill regular tank RB. See, War Thunder is a grind focused economy. People only put up with tank RB to grind out their desired vehicles and to grind out the modules in those vehicles. By introducing a mode that expedites the entire process and removing most of the hassle would kill ground RB. It's not like you can't have fun with your tanks in enduring conflict, so if they remove aircraft from tank EC, that could probably be a regular ground RB selling point so that people could still play it. Combined arms gameplay, though people are really more inclined to play those modes without aircraft in their tank matches, except perhaps for some players. A-10 pilots, AA-50 pilots, I guess. So in the end, tank enduring confrontation isn't being implemented because it's really more profitable for grinding to be done the way it is currently. As premium tanks shine the best when they know they can earn the most RP and SL per match compared to their tech tree counterparts. Sure, you can say there's a myriad of reasons like maps, balancing, or whatever, but in the end, tank enduring confrontation isn't here, and nothing points in the direction that it's going to happen. We'll probably just stick with the regular tank RB grind and enjoy it. Hell, I wouldn't even mind if tank enduring confrontation was locked into the sim game mode. I can live with the lack of third-person mode and accounting for parallax between the sight and the gun. But since the game already built itself on the concept of combined arms with SPAA and cast-oriented aircraft, we probably just won't see a game mode that alienates those two aspects of the game in a long while, I guess. Though this is not a definite no, because Gaijin has really had some flip-flops over the years with what they say are definite not happening mechanics like supersonic aircraft, air-to-air missiles, and all that. So, I'm really sorry if I haven't put out a video last week. I was debating whether to do the Leopard 2 AV video, but then decided at the last minute to wait until I got the 2 AV so I can use that as footage. I was out of the script by the time it was set to upload, so I just decided to skip last week. And I definitely wasn't busy playing Ghost Recon Wildlands. So I'll put the 2 AV video on the back burner for the moment and hope this would suffice. Also, devlog season is 2 weeks early for the September update, and so far we only have the USS Alaska as the devlog. So, let's wait it out and see what crazy antics Gaijin has in store. Thank you for watching as always. This is the Dr. MD.